Oh shit! Early in the AM. Early in the AM. What's happening? Oh man, I think it's about five. Listen. Um. Oh shit. Oh boy. That's a trip. You wake up, the first thing you do is get your phone and start communicating with people. Well, I'm telling you, shit, but you ain't communicating with nobody for real. You see what I'm saying? Shit. People probably see your stuff probably shit. Probably I guess maybe 5, 10 years, maybe 20 years after you passed away. Because that's how that I think that's what's happening right now. You see, I'm just ahead of time. You see, I'm just ahead of time right now, and it's amazing. It is. It's amazingly scary. You see what I'm saying? Because everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. I guess that's what it seems like. It's like everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. You see, and I can't do anything about it. You see, I can't do anything about it. I didn't work with it. I didn't work with it. Every time I work, every time I do certain things, I get a bodily injury. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get a bodily injury. Bodily injury. You see? Yeah, listen, I can't explain it. I wish I could explain it. I can't explain a motherfucking thing. You see? I can't explain nothing. I be trying my best, boy. I be trying my best. Before I had that accident when I was like 7 years old, 7 or 8 years old, and I ran into that corner piece and and wounded the side of my cranium. You see? I tell you, man, the way I used to see that it's like everything that was inside of me when I was a child. Everything was inside of me when I was a child. It always, and the things that I can't, that's hard for me to do right now as an adult. Did you just hear what I said? The things I used to do now as an adult was 10 times simpler when I was like 7, 6. You see, when I was very young. You see, when I was very young. You see, just imagine that. And then when I had the accident, when I had the accident, I had to go into like a whole different part of life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm for real. I had to go into a whole different part of life that I had to create. You see, that I had to create. Listen to what I'm saying. It's like, for instance, I remember when I busted my knee when I was young, doing backflips. I either backflips or I fell off a bike or something. You know, forward. I think my sister had a Huffy 10 speed. I remember busting my knee either on like that or doing backflips. But I remember I fell forward on her Huffy 10 speed. You know, but what I'm saying to you is I remember me busting my knee. And when I went home to tell my mother, she put this stuff on me, this antiseptic, whatever it was, and it turned my skin color red. Had a real foul smell, you see, and it turned my skin color red, you see. And so I had to wear that for a minute. I had to put that on. She bandaged it in there, all that type of stuff. You see, this is my mother. You see, she ministered. to the womb. You see? But what I'm saying is her ministering my womb, because I still remember, listen, I still remember her doing what she was doing to my womb. You see? And I came to find out that when she was doing that, I was feeling something. I was feeling something inside of me as she was healing, or I mean, trying to minister to my womb. You see, ministering my womb. You see, I was kind of, I was kind of like, I felt some type of way. Put it like that. I felt some type of way. I felt some type of way when she was doing what she was doing for her son. You see, for her son. You see, or whom she calls her son. You see, but I was in back of the womb. I saw the outside. I saw what existed. I saw the blood. I saw what she was doing. I saw everything. You see, I saw everything that was visible to see with my natural eyes. You see, I saw it. But at the same time, I was behind the womb. You see, behind the womb, visualizing what it would look like. You see, I was visualizing what the womb would look like on the outside, on the inside. You see, and as I was watching my mother patch up the outside, I was mimicking her patching up the inside. You see, that's what I was doing, patching up the inside. You see, and so I took that all of my life. All of my life. That's what people see me doing, patching up the inside of things. You see, that's why they can't see it out here. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't see nothing, they don't see no bandage on you. You see, they don't see you. Well, I'm speaking collectively. Collectively. I got 8 minutes, shoot. Listen, I didn't mean to go this far, but listen, I just want to say something to the peoples a little bit. I just want to know what the people talking about when they say Christ. What do that mean? What do Christ mean to people? Do people have different understandings of what Christ is? You know what I'm saying? Do Christ mean anointed? You see, what do it mean? Did Christ mean anointed? Is that what that mean, anointed? So what's anointed? So what do anointed mean? Or who is anointed in this world? You see, who is anointed in this world and who is downcast in this world? So if the people who are your providers are anointed to take care of you in certain manners in your life, you see, you got to go through them if you want anything out here. You see, even money, you got to go through the source. You got to go through the anointed ones to get your money. You see, you got to do your labor mentally or physically. Go, you see, and get your earnings, you see, and get your certificates from those whose face is printed on the certificate. They call money. Are these the anointed ones? You see, this is what I'm saying to you. Are these the anointed ones? And who would you be if you can see that and you fighting? You see, and you're fighting to disrupt that corporation? Who are these people fighting for another people's salvation? Who are the people that died, you see, for your salvation? You see, who needs salvation? You see, I'm just asking you, so if you stand up or you rise up and say, I don't want to be a part of your system anymore, you see, you become an antichrist. You see, that's what you become. You become an antichrist. You see, just imagine when people say they are chosen. Do chosen mean Christ? What do it mean to be chosen? Chosen into what? What are you chosen in, and you're up under another power? You see, you got to go through the power to get to God. You see? Or maybe you believe that the source protects the anointed ones, and the anointed ones bless you, and you don't say thank you to your providers. You say, you go past them and say thank you to God, or to the Most High, or to Jesus. You see, praise Jesus. And then you'll wear t-shirts on you that say, I am blessed. I am blessed with everything that people that look like you did not create. You're blessed with somebody else's imagination. You see, it makes you feel secure. You don't have to suffer because you're making money. You don't have to suffer because you're comfortable. You don't have to suffer. You see, you don't have to go through nothing that Jesus went through because your providers prevented that. So you will never know the pain and struggles that Christ went through because your providers made it easy for you. If you paid your tithes, I'm just talking to you. I just want to know, who would the Antichrist be? Who would the Antichrist be? You see, if you come up and rise up, was Malcolm X an Antichrist? Was Martin Luther King an Antichrist? You see, what was these bodies anti? What were they anti? Were they anti-system? You see, that brings in your water, that filters your water. You see, that give you electricity, street lights. You see, was they anti that? Because people that look like you didn't put these wires up to feed electricity to your homes. People that look like you don't own water companies. They don't own LG&E. You understand? They don't own that. You see? Or waste companies. Your providers do. You see? Your providers do. You see? The house of Jireh. You see? So what would the Antichrist be? What would the Antichrist be? Who would he be? Who would it be? Would it be a revolutionary? You see? That's what I'm trying. Listen, I'm just talking to you. I'm just trying to answer some, I'm just trying to figure something out. You see? I'm just trying to figure something out because, see, what a lot of people aren't understanding in this day and time, what they're not understanding, they're not paying attention. They keep talking about the white and the black. Shit, the white see what's going on, but they ain't gonna fight to make it right. You see? The black people that's going, some black people know what's going on, but they ain't gonna fight because they work for the Caucasians. And they gotta keep that provision going. You see? Listen to what I'm saying. So who would be the Antichrist? You see, where would he rise up from? You see, where would he go? What type of power would he have? You see, what type of power would he have? Would he look like the ones that's already before you when you go to the Most High? You see, is that the Antichrist? Or would the Antichrist come from the poverties of the world? Will he rise up from there? Or will he already be in position? You see, my bottom line is, are you prepared? Do you know how to listen? Can you hear? Can you hear the words? Could he be in plain sight and doing all type of stuff, getting 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 his armor ready right in plain sight, right in front of everybody? Do you recognize? Can you recognize? What power do you have to stop it? Can you kill him? How would you kill him and you don't see him? How? You see? Because the cloud put a delusion in your mind. The clouds put a delusion in your mind. Or did Jesus put a delusion in your mind so you can't see the real body that's coming through because it knows you gonna kill him? You see, you gonna kill him because he's probably low like everyone else down here. You see what I'm saying? He's low like everyone else down here. So you will probably try to kill him, mock him, laugh. You see, you would think you have power because you got more than him. You got resources, and he probably don't have anything but his mind and nature. You see, and the birds and cats and all these other type things. I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking to you. I mean, I don't know. I would think, you see, I would think it would, you see, if it's getting energy from the higher source. If you get energy from the higher source, you're going to bypass all the shit the man didn't put in you. You're going to bypass all that shit. You see? So what I'm saying to you, don't let nobody deceive you when they're talking about what Christ is. You see? Don't let nobody deceive you when they're talking about what the Antichrist is. You see? Only thing you got to do, only thing you have to do is pay attention to how you're connected to the sun, moon, the stars, the earth, the vegetation. All you have to do is stay connected to what man did not create and see if you match those things. And if it do match those things, then you figure out what created this and what's giving these things power. These trees and all these other type things, what's giving it power? And so, since you know what's giving it power, see if you have a mind just like the mind that take care of this vegetation out here. See if your mind is compatible or similar to it. You see, and if it is similar to it, it'll be easy to become it. You see, you won't be it, but you are its manifestation. You see, like he's down here telling you who it is, and he's down here telling himself who it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, just think if it was a million of itself talking to itself. You see? But anyway, love you in a minute. Yeah, yeah.